Life is change and change is life. We can find comfort knowing that our present circumstances, be they good or bad, are only temporary. Let's dive into today's story and learn a new lesson and new wisdom. But before that, make me happy. Join the Quip Quiver family by clicking on subscribe button. The story of the farmer's luck, a tale of fortunes won and lost. The old farmer sighed as he gazed out at his empty fields. His prized horse, his only companion, had run off in the night. Good fortune, bad fortune, who's to say, he muttered. A few days later, his horse returned and brought with it a herd of wild horses. Good fortune, his neighbors cheered. The farmer just shrugged. Soon, his son was breaking in the wild horses. But one threw him, and he broke his leg. Bad fortune, the villagers lamented. The farmer remained unmoved. War came, and the army took the horses, but left the farmer's son behind. Good fortune. But the farmer shrugged once more. When peace returned, so too did the army, with the farmer's son and a bag of gold for the horses. The villagers were jubilant. You must be the luckiest man alive. The farmer smiled wryly. Maybe so, maybe not. Good fortune, bad fortune, it comes and goes. I've learned not to cling too tightly to either. And that, my friends, is the moral of our story. Joy and sorrow, triumph and disaster, they're part of life's cycle. So, when fortune smiles upon you, appreciate each blessing. But when the wheel turns again, as it always does, remember this too shall pass. Keep your heart light and your hands open. For fortune, good or ill, is fleeting as the wind. This too shall pass, finding solace in impermanence. The old farmer in the story sure went through a roller coaster of luck, didn't he? One day, his horse runs away, and his neighbor consoles him saying, "This too shall pass." The next day, his horse returns with a herd of wild horses, and his neighbor says again, "This too shall pass." Then, the farmer's son breaks his leg riding one of the new horses, and once more his neighbor comforts him, "This too shall pass." Life has its ups and downs, peaks and valleys, wins and losses. No matter what happens, good or bad, we can find solace in the impermanence of it all. The only constant is change itself. This mantra of "this too shall pass" can get us through difficult times and help us stay humble in good times. When you're going through a rough patch, remember that the challenges, sorrows, and frustrations are temporary. The pain will lessen, the troubles will pass. Happier days are ahead. Likewise, when you're on top of the world, savor the joy but don't become too attached. Success and fortune will not last forever. Appreciate each moment for what it is, fleeting. The farmer's story teaches us that life is change and change is life. We can find comfort knowing that our present circumstances, be they good or bad, are only temporary. So, if you're struggling, have hope. And if you're thriving, stay grateful. Either way, this too shall pass. What I have is enough, appreciating life's simple blessings. The simple life. If the story of the farmer's luck teaches us anything, it's that we should appreciate life's simple blessings. As the old farmer in the tale realizes, what he has is enough. When you think about it, do you really need the latest smartphone with the call screening and advanced bokeh features? Will having an irrigation system for your lawn that you can control from an app really make you that much happier? Probably not. Focus on the simple pleasures, enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning, listen to the birds chirping, Spend time with loved ones. Don't sweat the small stuff so you hit some traffic on the way home or the barista spelled your name wrong. Who cares? Let the little annoyances go. Be content with what you have. Sure, you may not have the latest and greatest of everything, but you likely have a roof over your head, food in the fridge, and clothes on your back. Appreciate the basics. The old farmer had it right. While the townspeople were chasing after prosperity and dreaming of better fortunes, he realized the truth: what he had was enough. He found contentment in life's simple blessings and the company of his family. So, take a page from the story of the farmer's luck. Slow down, avoid excess, and appreciate each day as a gift. Find satisfaction in life's simple pleasures and the people around you. Because, as the story teaches us, what you have is surely enough. This too shall pass, so enjoy this simple life while you can. Do not dwell in past mistakes, learning from failure and moving forward. The past is the past, let it go. We've all made mistakes, done things we regret, and have failures we wish we could undo. But dwelling on past errors and what-ifs will only drive you mad. As the farmer's story teaches us, this too shall pass. Your mistakes do not define you, so do not dwell on them. Learn from your failures and use them as an opportunity to grow, but then move on. Do not beat yourself up over past mistakes. Forgive yourself, learn the lesson, and shift your mindset to the future. Continually rehashing past errors only brings more negativity and stress into your life. Do not get stuck in a cycle of regret. While it is important to acknowledge mistakes, do not obsess over how you could have done things differently. What's done is done. Do not let past failures hold you back from trying again. Have the resilience to get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving forward. Do not let the fear of failing again prevent you from taking risks. Growth comes from getting outside your comfort zone. Focus on the present moment rather than the unchangeable past. Appreciate each day as a new opportunity to do better and be better. Take things day by day, living life with intention and purpose right now. The story of the farmer teaches that life moves on, regardless of our mistakes or regrets. We cannot change what has already happened, we can only influence what comes next. Do not dwell on past errors, rather have the wisdom to accept what you cannot change, find meaning in your failures, and have the courage to move forward. This too shall pass, so make the days that follow count.